Hello and welcome, Earth Signs. So Earth Signs, you're up first for the mid-January 2020 reading. Bit late to the party here because I was sick and all that stuff. So we'll get into this. So there's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So just focus on your birth sign and then come back and we'll do the ones that you crisscross over with. So just take a deep breath in and out. And we'll start with Taurus. Okay, Taurus, you're up first. So we have your astrology card, your tarot, and your healing message from the fairies. This is the Doreen Virtue one. It's also my very first deck, so thought I'd bring this out of the woodworks. So stand your ground. So for the rest of January, you guys are going to be standing strong and keeping your ground. We also have the King of Pentacles, the Magician in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, so with the King of Pentacles here, we see that you are, rising above your career here. So you're like at the top of your game. You know what you want to do, and you're very fruitful about it. So you know where you're going, what you want to do. You have a plan. You have a finance plan. Money is not an issue, but if this is about career, and the Magician's in reverse, we know that you're stretching yourself thin. You're stretching yourself really thin. Because if it was this way, you're like, I have the skills, I can do anything. But since it's the reverse, you're like, I do have the skills, but I'm running on steam here. Like, I'm running on low battery. But you need to stand your ground, guys. And with the Ace of Cups, we see that you put your heart on your sleeve. And you put... You think with your heart rather than your head in this situation, because your head is clearly exhausted. You're mentally exhausted from work this month, the rest of January, because getting back into swing of things is hard. And this is a new beginning. Like February's going to bring in a new chapter with the Ace of Cups. So it's a new emotional state of mind for you, Taurus. And we can see that clearly. We can see that. I want to do another card just to clarify them. So we have the Four of Pentacles for the King, the Sun for the Magician, and the Hanged Man. So for the rest of January, you guys are going to be very diligent in your career path, and you're saving that money. You're putting that little nest egg away, which is great, because start 2020 smartly. It's good. That's good. You're standing your ground, though. You're standing strong. Like, you're on low battery here. But with the Sun, we see that you're like, oh, do you know what? Tomorrow's a new day. I'll just sleep this weekend. I won't go out. It'll be grand. And you're standing strong because you're like, I'm not showing weakness. Even though you are knackered, but the more tired you get, the easier it is to fall sick, the easier it is to break down. It's hard. It's hard to do that. So, and with the Ace of Cups, we know it's a new chapter. You're thinking with your heart, like putting yourself first rather than what your boss wants or what other people want from you. And we see now, going into February, you have a new perspective. Like, you have a new way of thinking things. Like, you clearly have this new perspective of going, okay, there's a bit touch and go there. I'm going to stand my ground and put myself first now. So, for the mid-January reading, you guys are going to be standing strong. You're going to be focusing on your career, thinking of yourself first. Like, your health is your wealth, as they say. And it's going to be a good outcome, but we also know you're going to have a new perspective when it comes to February. So when February comes around, I'll do the February ones and we'll see what your new perspective is on that. So Taurus, that is you for the mid-reading of January. I'll carry on to Virgos. Okay, Virgos, you're up next. So we have your 3 tarot and your fairy healing card. family harmony. So for the rest of January, you're going to have this lovely balance of harmony in your house, which is great. It's all good. There's a bit of balance. It's all good for that. And we have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Ace of Wands to go with that. You're very naive and like whimsical about how you dealt with this family drama from before. Maybe there's a spat over Christmas or something, you don't know. But you're very naive when it came to going, it's not that big a deal, is it really? Like, it's not a big deal. But with the Page, you're also like, you're learning. So you're learning how to deal. If you're a younger person in the family reading this, you're now seeing through adult eyes. So as you become a teenager or mid-20s, you're allowed being involved in those adult conversations where they'll go quiet when you were a kid or something like that. And then you find out the things that were hidden in the closets kind of thing, but if it's just an adult thing, like you're an adult in the situation with a family, you're kind of a bit, still naive. You're like, it can't be that big a deal. But then when you see the peace and the good side of things with the family harmony, you're like, oh wow, I was naive. Next we have the Knight of Cups. So, with the family card, you're offering someone some help here, or someone is offering you something. The Knight of Cups is all about love and romance and stuff. But in the sense of family, it's not always romance, of course. They're not going to be like, here, I know a friend. I find it weird if your family was trying to set you up with someone, but, I feel like, that's if you were single now, but I feel like they're offering you this advice or this opportunity because we have the Ace of Wands then. So some family member, a young male family member, like a cousin or something, is offering you an opportunity. And since that drama's done with the family, here I have an idea what we can do. Okay, with the Page we have the Ten of Wands. With the Knight we have the King of Wands. I'm saying opportunities. Look at all the wands coming up, and then we have the Devil. Okay. So we'll carry on with this one. So we could see that you're a bit young and like inexperienced with this thing that was going on. You may not be young. It could be like you're young-minded. Like you were being, as I said, naive about what was going on, and now it's weighing you down because now you're like finding out all these other little dramas that were going on. And you're like, oh, I had no idea Auntie Sharon was doing that. Oh, I had no idea Uncle Ben, and of all the names to say, was dealing with that as well. Like, all the things are coming out of the woodwork because you're now an adult. Or if you are an adult, as I said, you're kind of just like ignoring it. Like this didn't exist. You're just like, nope, that doesn't exist. I'm just going to look at my fish. And just think of like all the lovely things that happen in life. When you actually had to face them. Because then when you did face them, you realise, look at all this stuff I had to deal with at once. So Virgos, let's carry on. So this person in your family, a water sign I feel as well. So Scorpio, Cancerian, Pisces, that's the other one. I forgot the other one for a second. This young man is offering you something, a family member, because this is to do with family, and they're offering you an opportunity. So if you see this, like, if you look at it this way, like the Knight is coming to you, you're in this situation who has a plan, they offer you something, they come to you going, I have something for you, and then you see what this could mean for you. Like you get promoted from a page to a king, like that. You skip the Knight and the Queen straight away. So, again, you're naive at this point. So, this opportunity, you have a plan. You're like, this could work. This might work with my plan. But then as we go on, this opportunity that was given to you, it's a new chapter, it's a new opportunity. The Devil came up. Which means it's not really what it's meant to be. The Devil is all about being manipulated and tricked. So maybe this male family member gave you an opportunity, but it wasn't what you expected, and now you're kind of like, you're stuck in this contract Like you're stuck in a contract and you can't get out of it. So just be wary. I want to do one more on that Devil card. See what happens when it comes the outcome for that Knight of Pentacles. So it's not what you expected, but you learned skills from it. And you went in as a page and you came out as a Knight of Pentacles. So Virgos, you're coming out with a career opportunity. You were thinking, oh, he has the mindset of a King of Wands, or you had the mindset of a King of Wands, when you didn't. You were a Knight. You're like getting things done. You wanted things done. And then you were tricked into doing something. But you came out on top with confidence and some money out of this. Some kind of abundance, or abundance is not just money. It could be experience. So you come out with experience. All that stuff. So, Virgos, that was very intense. That is your reading for the mid-January. I will carry on to Capricorns. Okay, Capricorns. You're up next. Last of the earth signs. Got your 3 tarot and your fairy message. Dreams come true. So Capricorns, the ending of February for you is all about those manifestations coming to light. They're coming true. And what I see here is the 5 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, so you said 7, and the 7 of Swords. I saw the 7 of Swords, that's what threw me off. So you went into 2020 with nothing. Absolute nothing. You had your family and stuff, but money-wise you had barely enough to get by. Okay? And to survive on your own. But you know what was bad for you, and you know what you did wrong, or like where did you stumble, not wrong, and you walk away from it. But then we also see the 7 of Swords. So in a sense, he's like this. If this was the future part here, he's looking back on what he did. So you're looking back on, what did I do wrong here? And you shouldn't be. You've walked away from it. Why are you still thinking about it? Why are you still thinking about what you did wrong, or misplaced in a way? Let's get this in there and get some elaborators going. So you're tight with money. Like that's understandable. Like Christmas was tight. Like you spend a lot of money, and some of us don't have the money. 7 of Wands. And some of you don't have the money to splurge. We have the Chariot. Which happens, like, in the new year you're kind of like spread thin, and we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so let's carry on with the 5 of Pentacles here. You're coming out of December skint broke, because you had Christmas. It makes sense, and then you had New Year, so you went out and spent more money. So you're defending what you have left. You're like, no, I'm not lending anyone money. I don't need to spend it on myself. I'm fine for a bit. I'll be fine for the next 4 weeks. I'm fine. I'll save. But what happened with the 5 of Pentacles? Like, what made you get to that point? Like, what did you walk away from? You walked away from a situation, maybe a career situation or a romance that wasn't doing anything good for you. Like, you had to walk away. Because it's making you defend everything you had left. But this is a slow transition. This was a very slow transition. You're in the Chariot, you've walked away, you hopped on the Chariot, and you're taking that taxi ride home. It's a long taxi ride home, because it's taking you this long to finally get off. So now when you get off, you're like, oh, look what I've done wrong. What did I do wrong? And like, the whole point of that journey is that you don't recall what happened. But like, you're wondering what you did wrong. And then with the Queen of Cups in reverse, you're so disorganized and thrown apart. Like, you're literally thrown a curveball, okay? You don't know what to do with this. You're just thrown aside. And now you don't know what to do yourself. This is like when you're disorientated and very clueless. But you're forgetting that you've been manifesting something while you were in that Chariot. Right? While you're in that Chariot, you were manifesting something. And let me see, is that going to come true now? What is it? What is this? What are Capricorns manifesting? I'm not going to take that reverse actually because it doesn't feel like it should be. You have the Death card. So you want a change, a transition. So this was the transition to get out of that. Now you want another one. You want another one to get out of this disorganized rut, right? So you want something to get out of this, like, oh, look what look how successful I used to be. Oh, I'm so all over the place. Now you want a change, but this is a natural change. So you're meant to go through this stage of why me, and stuff before you get to this. This is a natural course of change. It's transformation, right? It's not forced. It happens. You have to make this happen naturally, not by like you just get on the chart and make it happen. This will happen when it's ready, and like dreams come true. So this is happening at the end, near the end of January, going into February. This change, this metamorphosis, as such, Capricorns. So Capricorn, so that is your mid-January reading. I'll leave that there and I'll carry on to the next group, and I'll see you all very soon.